So first click. So we'll be proceeding in this way. First of all, I'll give you what exactly finance is. Then click. Yes. What are the functions and who are doing those functions related to finance? Then what is new age finance? In which way you could conceive what exactly new age finance is? What are the ingredients of new age finance, or in which way new age finance is different from the traditional finance? Then yes, then it has been emerged as the technology has a lot to do in emerging new age finance. So it has been coined as fintech, like edutech, marketech, and so on. Fintech is one of the growing area wherein technology application is high, and this financial engineering is more. With the help of technology, new products and experiences are coming. Next. I'll talk some points about financial engineering. Then the technology-driven blockchain. I will make some mention about blockchain and blockchain products, cryptocurrency. Yes, a tokenized gold, non-fungible tokens, and some Indian scenario related to some aspects of finance would be the coverage for today's presentation. So this would be the coverage. Yes. So finance for you. What exactly finance is? Yes. You means, yes, click. Yes. You means for individuals or institutions, including corporations. For you, what exactly finance is? Okay. Yes. So you have to invest your savings. You have to borrow, or you have to raise for your needs. You have to make payments for your buying and selling. Yes, you have to transfer your wealth from one place to another. Fundamentally, keep the slide. No. Keep the slides. Click, keep the slide. Okay. So fundamentally, this is what is the coverage of finance. So if you want to invest your savings, what are the options? Traditionally, we had options like FD, recurring deposits, or some other forms of deposits. But over time, through financial engineering, different products have come out so as to suit your needs over time. So borrowing, there were a few loan products were there, but over time, multifaceted, multi-featured loan products were there, so as to suit the needs of the people and institutions all over the world. And if you want to make payments for your buying and selling, the e-commerce, it is flourishing on account of this payment mechanism, the payment gateways, the services offered by the payment gateways, or the kind of facility provided by the e-commerce website for making payments, which made the payment of money or transfer of money from one place to another, or for making payment for your buying and selling, or for receiving and paying for your buying and selling. This has become very easy now. Okay, so that is what is the change which is happening. Yes, next slide. So how these functions are normally done? So what I am trying to tell you, so what exactly was the finance traditionally? Those were the dimensions of finance traditionally, and these functions were whatever it may be. It is a deposit function, it is a borrowable function, it is a payment function, or it is a transfer of wealth function. All these were functions were done by financial institutions. Yes. With the help of financial instruments, financial regulators, primary markets, secondary markets. These are some of the institutions through which traditionally and over time, financial institutions of different kinds were added to the existing traditional form of financial institutions to provide the services and the utilities required for providing financial products and financial services in a bigger way. Yes. So what I'm here, financial engineering, you have to take in mind in such a way that you assume or you take note of a civil engineer into your mind. What exactly a civil engineer is doing? He's coming up with a plan for constructing a bridge or for constructing a road or for constructing some other structures. So that is what that we call as civil engineering. You think about a mechanical engineer who will be coming up with the design of a machine which will help you to bring some form of output if you give some input. So that engineering we call mechanical engineering. So if you think about financial engineering, what financial engineers are doing or what exactly the outcome of the financial engineering process, I would say one of the pillars for new age finance is the variety regarding the loan products, variety regarding the payment services, the variety regarding the receipt of money, variety regarding the transfer of wealth, variety regarding investment in different securities, variety regarding anything you want to do in the field of finance. It is happened through the process called financial engineering. So remember, the traditional finance over time has been evolved, which we call as new age finance through the process of financial engineering. The variety was offered by the financial engineering, which paved the way for a new age of financing, which we see now. Yes. Yes, please. Yeah. No. Previous one. Okay, the second one, first one I was talking about the variety which was in the field of finance over time through financial engineering. And here what I am trying to tell you, you have to do all these functions, the fundamental functions which are involved in finance or the facets involved in finance, all those activities you have to do with ease. Okay, this is especially for if you take everybody's target audience. Now a company is doing its marketing or they are planning about what exactly to produce, how to market it. The target audience is to a larger extent the millennials. Okay, they want to do multiple tasks while they are into travel or they are into some other jobs. Okay, they have to get connected to multiple tasks at single point of time, and also with ease. They cannot, if they want to invest a large sum of money, within seconds it has to be done, and the experience of investment must also be good. So what I am telling you, if you think about the traditional functions, over time, many products, many services have been added to it, and now it has been transformed into the new age finance. What was the essential ingredient for that? Whether variety only was the essential ingredient? No. Over time, the ease of doing, whether it is investing, whether it is availing a loan, whether it is paying some money, whether it is receiving some money, whether it is buying some mutual funds, whether it is investing in sovereign gold bond, whether it is investing in fund of funds, all these made easy. Okay, you are leading your life with a small equipment in your hand, the mobile phone. You can do all finance, whether it is payment, whether it can be done using that equipment. That much over time, technology has made that thing very easier. So the new age finance is characterized by two essential ingredients. One is variety, which is the need of the hour over time, and also the ease with which the functions could be, the expected functions could be done. These two essential ingredients, when blended with technology, next slide, when blended with technology, that is the new age of finance. Technology made this thing easy. Technology has made investment, the payments receipt, everything, investment, everything easy. I've given some examples which will show you how these things are happening at a larger amount of easiness, how these are happening. So I have given here the photographs of Gaurav Rastogi, who is heading the Kuvera Finance, Lilith Kishore, who is heading this Grow. You can download a free investment app from the Google Grow app, and you can make investments, you can buy equity shares, you can invest in mutual funds, you can make payment to others, everything through this app. And Adul Shingal, who is the founder of the Script Box, and Satin Kothari, these are some of the references who made investments, one of the facets of finance, made easy. So if you click on, so these are the persons, some of the persons who are notable figures who have made investment easy, which is part of this new age finance. Okay, they made investments easy, not only investment, but also some other financial services easy by this people. Okay, you can check more into their profile, and also how do they work and how do they provide customer experience through different products and services. You can check with there. I was just giving a spark on how can you grab the kind of the variety of services, the easiness with which those services are provided, which we recognize as the essential ingredients of new age finance. Okay, next slide. Okay, I said technology has done. Without technology, these kind of variety and also these kind of easiness is not possible. So technology has a big hand in making the traditional finance the new one. Without technology, it is not possible. We know that. So out of this technology, the most emerging technology, the most discussed technology with regard to the innovation in finance is the next one. Is yes, yeah. It is a blockchain. Okay, altogether, all these, when it has come up with the backing of the financial services are coming up with the financial services, financial products, everything is coming with the backup of 100% technology. We call that field as Fintech. It is a Fintech. Okay, yes, yeah. So the Fintech, if you look into the Fintech startup, a large number of Fintech startups are operating with blockchain technology to offer different kinds of services, different kinds of financial services, or different types of investment services, and so on. So blockchain is considered as the technology of the new age, and when the blockchain technology is blended with the provision of finance, or for providing financial services and finance functions, or for doing finance functions, it is getting a cutting edge in the sense that the so far available technology, or even though it had the technology we had just before 10 years back, it was over time emerged to give more and more services that we acknowledge. But with the introduction of this blockchain technology, the fintech area is getting high boost, and it is coming up with different variety products with variety of experience and ease. We can look into some of the products later, and before that I'll give you some explanation about the blockchain, even though that word seems to be somewhat complicating. Blockchain means it is something related to the engineering side, sometimes you may feel, but it is simple. I will explain you what exactly a blockchain is. A blockchain, you keep into mind, it is a ledger. It is a ledger. You all of you may be knowing. A ledger means an account book. Okay, so it is an account book. What exactly an account book is used for? It is used for recording transactions. So the very speciality of this blockchain is an account book which records transactions. So it is a digital one. The difference is this: it is a digital record of transactions. Okay, and why it is called a blockchain? Because the transactions are recorded in blocks. In blocks. Blocks, you simply, you may be knowing about the blocks. When we hear about blocks, what would be coming into our mind is the shape, is a rectangular shape. Okay, so you take it as it is a block wherein transactions are recorded. Remember, the recording is done and the maintenance of that block is done digitally. That is the only difference. So block is a vessel, or block is something which is digital in nature, which is containing the transactions. Okay, so I am telling you how a blockchain, what exactly a blockchain is and how it works. Okay, so you, as I said, a blockchain is something, a digital ledger or a digital account book. You see, blockchain is working in a network, in a computer network. You think about, I'm just showing you a blockchain which records payments or receipt of money, which is happening between the people involved in the network. Suppose in the network, for our convenience, I have just included 4 people into the network: A, B, C, and D. So this is a network of 4 people. Okay, they are with their computers, and digitally transactions are recorded. Okay, and remember, blockchain is the technology which is used for this recording this transactions. Okay, yes, please. Yeah. So this no. One by one, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is a block. I have told you the transactions are recorded in the blocks using in the blockchain using blocks. So this is a block which shows that. Okay, I'm leaving the past transactions in this. I'm just showing one transaction. So A is owning, or A is possessing ₹100. That is what exactly you take into mind. A is having ₹100. That is what exactly this blockchain as of now denotes, or as of now shows. Okay, yes. Yeah, so a transaction requirement is broadcasted here. A transaction requirement is this one. A wants to transfer ₹50 to B. A wants to transfer ₹50 to B. Okay, yes. So immediately, okay, I'm not explaining the process by which a transaction validation is happening. I'm not explaining. I'm just giving you a picture about the blockchain. So A to B, ₹50 is transferred. Immediately, that transaction is recorded in the form of a block there. Okay, then. Yes, B wants to transfer. Immediately, another block is added. Yes. Okay, then. Again, yeah, a block is added. Okay, yes. You see, yeah, why it is called a blockchain? These blocks are connected. these blocks are connected in the sense that there is a technical term called a hash function. Okay, each block is containing the hash of the previous block, and also the hash of the block, and thereby it provides you, blockchain as a digital record of transactions provides you certain characteristics such as immutability. Once you record the transaction, you cannot change it. Okay, and also if it is used by the recording process is done by the cryptography, you can keep anonymity, and many features can be offered by this blockchain. It is called a blockchain because the stamp of the previous hash is also there in each block. Therefore, if you try to tamper a block, or if you try to rewrite a block, every blocks would be changed. It is very difficult. It is almost impossible to make changes. So that is why it is called a permanent, irreversible record of transactions. That is what the digital record of all transactions. That is what is the offering by blockchain. And yes, yes, please. Yeah. So if you have something digital, you remember, if you make a mail message, you can send it to 100 people. Okay, if you have something in digital form, okay, so it can be if you can spend the money, which is 100 rupees in the case of A, if you can pay this 100 to 100 people, then we will call it as like an email. The same matter we send to different people, it cannot be done. So this protection offered by the blockchain is called double spending attack protection. Nobody, even though it is digital, this double spending is not possible with blockchain technology. So that is another feature, this immutability, this cryptographic nature, and also this one, this double spend attack protection is also offered by blockchain. Okay, so why this is called this network is called a peer-to-peer network? Because, okay, yes, please. Yes, you can give 3 clicks. Yeah, one more. So everybody in the network has a copy of all the transactions. Everybody in the network has a copy of all the transactions. So there is a question. So there is that is why it is called yes, click. That is why it is called a peer-to-peer. The transaction validation, I'm not detailing more into it. The transaction validation, there is a question when a transaction is broadcasted in the network, who will make validation and what exactly the process involved in validation and all, and how transaction can be validated. These are all some advanced matters relating to blockchain. But keep in mind, a blockchain, all the members or all the participants in the network will have a copy of all the transactions. That is why it is called a distributed ledger. And a distributed ledger is offering the public nature or the open nature, and the entire management is done by the peers. I have told you about the transaction validation. Normally, by the fundamental structure of a blockchain, which is designed for Bitcoin, okay, that structure offers a peer-to-peer management. So I am telling you, if A, B, C, and B are the participants there, who is at the center? Nobody is at the center. Okay, you please give a click. Yes, nobody is at the center. So it means that a blockchain technology, by its initial development for initial development for Bitcoin, there was no central authority. It is a peer-to-peer management system. I was just giving there the transactions recorded, but remember, nobody is there, no such authority is there. That is what is the blockchain. So I was just giving a spark on just blockchain. This blockchain technology is now the backbone of new age finance, in the sense that this is one of the prominent function which is happening through with the help of this blockchain technology to give new experience in the field of finances, a smart contract. So using this blockchain function, I mean the blockchain features, and through smart contracts, many financial transactions and financial agreements like insurance, everything can happen with the highest amount of automation, with significant amount of time saving, and also providing excellent customer experience. So that is what is the scope of this blockchain technology. Yes, so blockchain has a significant role in providing new experiences, variety, and also easiness in providing financial services and financial products, which comprise of investing, loaning, and so on. Yes. So I have told you about this blockchain was introduced into the world by Satoshi Nakamoto through his, even though blockchain technology was not the creation of the Satoshi Nakamoto. If you look into the experience of coming up with a technology like blockchain, you could see that a number of years hard work by computer engineers were there. If you look into the history of cryptocurrency, which is a hot debate across the world, even though the government of India and Reserve Bank of India is coming up with some kind of objections against the cryptocurrency, there may be some points which is to be objected, that I agree. But remember, when the modern society across the globe is giving some kind of welcome to cryptocurrency, how other countries could keep away from cryptocurrency. But remember, you have to check, or you have to think about the ideology behind this one. But I want to tell you cryptocurrency as part of this new age finance, because if you look into the innovations so far happened in the field of finance, the new age finance, when I talk about cryptocurrency, if I exclude, just for the namesake, I must say about cryptocurrency, which was introduced in 2009, it was one of the greatest innovations ever in the history of finance. But remember, the ideology behind cryptocurrency, the kind of disruption it is expected in the economy, that is what is the greater challenge with regard to cryptocurrency, in the sense that if you look into the ideology behind cryptocurrency, you can see that the very ideology of Satoshi Nakamoto, you don't know, we don't know who is he a man or a lady, or is that a company or some other institution? It is just an anonymous one. Satoshi Nakamoto, he uploaded his first paper on this with that name, so it is he's known by Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows who is he so far. So he came up with cryptocurrency as an alternative for the fiat currencies issued by the reserve, I mean the central banks all over the world. So cryptocurrency is actually challenging the fiat currencies all over. The very intention of cryptocurrency is to replace the central banking system all over the world. Okay, so is it possible? That is why the banks across the central banks and also the banks across the world are objecting to this one. So you have to have a thorough discussion, deeper discussion to judge about a cryptocurrency. Now I am leaving that. You must just remember about this is one of the innovative product in the field of finance. this cryptocurrency. One of the notable features with regard to cryptocurrency is this: the volatility associated with the prices is extremely high. That is one of the objections to this cryptocurrency. Okay, now there are about 7,000 plus cryptocurrencies across the world, and there are a number of currencies actively traded in different exchanges all over the world. Okay, leaving that, I was just mentioning about one of the even currencies where when you talk about finance, we will talk about the fiat currency. Okay, you are making payments, you are receiving money, or you are exchanging by using this common medium. Even in the field of finance, through research, the medium of exchange as finance, the medium of exchange, fiat currency has been or can be replaced by cryptocurrencies. Or even for our fiat currency, a replacement has come. That is a kind of a dynamism. That is a kind of variety that is offered by. And if you take cryptocurrency into mind, if you have to make payments outside the country, within a span of 8 minutes, you can make payments to any of the countries in the world. So that kind of a speediness in transaction. And if you look, even the World Bank, the IMF has certified that if you take the cross-border transfers or international transfer, the cost involved in transferring money using crypto assets, it is significantly lower than the transfer money using the central banking system all over the world. So these kind of assessment or these kind of deliberations are there. Still, you remember every central bank or every government all over the world is objecting to cryptocurrency. It is a good read for you. You can think, you can give a thought process into it. I am not supporting the cryptocurrency or something like that. This is my job as part of New Age finance. Cryptocurrency must be spoken into the audience. Yeah. Yes, please. Yes. So what I was trying to convey you as part of this speech was in which way you conceive this new age finance into your mind. It is very simple in the sense that I have given you what exactly the traditional finance is, or fundamentally what exactly finance is, and now over time how it has been changed with the help of technology and the financial engineering process. It has been transformed, and it is now into a stage which is offering variety of financial product with ease of approaching it, and also the technology has made everything fantastic. Your investing process, your loaning process, everything fantastic. So I am just giving some of the new arrivals in the field of finance. One is tokenized assets. Okay, yes. Yeah. A token is, all of you may be knowing, token is something, it is representing a right. A token is representing a right. Suppose if you visit a temple and if you are depositing ₹100 in the counter, you are getting some tokens which can be, instead of your currency notes, that tokens can be spend inside that temple for different purposes. You think about that kind of a token is there. If you have to cross a toll gate, when you pay some money, you will be given a slip. That can also be considered as a token, in the sense that the token will prove some right. So tokenized assets means some assets, the right over an asset which can be tokenized, digitally tokenized. Okay, so with the help of this blockchain technology, digital tokens are made which acknowledges the right, the ownership over particular assets. One of the most prominent world-renowned tokenized asset is tokenized gold. Tokenized gold. Now, what kind of a token is coming now is, suppose suppose a company is identifying or a company is coming up with a project. Okay, they have the ownership of a location where if you do some form of mining, you can physically mine gold, and that gold can be refined and sold over the market. So there is a question. If you want to, if you are mining, okay, that is the mining is a process which is giving environmental harm, and also it is a cost incurring process. Why do you do that? Okay, if you want to experience the ownership of gold, you can do one thing. Okay, you can tokenize the deposit of gold in that area. You can tokenize that gold with the help of blockchain, and the tokens be held as the ownership right. So that is what diamond deposits can be tokenized. Gold tokenization is there. Okay, so yes, please. Please, yeah. So normally this, yeah, yes, 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 yes. One more, yeah, yes. So what I am telling you, this digital assets, the right over the ownership over those some assets can be converted into digital tokens, and digital tokens can be transferred from one person to another as an investment option, and it proves or it acknowledges the kind of ownership you have or on a certain gram of or certain quantity of gold. Okay, not necessary to mine it, not necessary to purify it, not necessary to make any harm to the environment. Still, you can do with that. So Ethereum is one of the popular, world-renowned blockchain technology, blockchain network. Okay, which is prominently used for tokenization of assets. So these are some of the projects which has come up with tokenized gold. This Digix Gold, which is launched in 2018, then 19 and 20. These are some of the renowned tokenized gold projects across the world, and you can buy these. It is happening in Ethereum blockchain network, and you can make investments in tokenized gold. Okay, and yes, next slide. Yes, so the problem of storage, carriage, everything will get over there. Yes, one more slide. Yeah, this slide will give you the process of tokenization, the physical gold, whether it is in a shelf or in a underground gold even can be tokenized. So the digital certificate issue process may be there, and then it comes to the blockchain, which gives you tokens. And if you want to redeem those tokens, again a digital certificate is there, and then it is converted into fiat currency or physical gold. It is an investment option, a new investment option. Yes, next one. Non-fungible asset. This is somewhat a very new one, non-fungible asset. Okay, just give a click. Yeah, if you go through this, you just try to read this. In February 2021, a 10-second video by an artist named Beeple. Okay, remember it is a professional name of Mike Winkelmann, a US professional, a digital artist. Sold the online this video, 10-second video for $6.6 million. Okay, and this around the same time, Christie's announced that it would be selling a collage of 5,000 all digital rights works by this Winkelmann based artist whose real name is this Mike Winkelmann. It was put on virtual action on blockchain with a starting price of $100. On March 11, it sold for a staggering $69 million. So what does this non-fungible asset, NFTs, Okay, these are NFTs are like the tokenized gold. It can be considered as a fungible one. This one is fungible in the sense that it cannot be interchanged. That is why it is called a fungible asset. If you take this video by an artist, it is a unique one. If you take the original painting by the original painting Mona Lisa by Da Vinci, if you the kind of feel, the kind of the ownership right, the kind of feeling you get when you have ownership on that, that is a very big thing. Okay, for that, by buying antique or buying these kind of traditional paintings and so on, people are ready to give any amount of money. That is why a dollar of 100 price piece of artwork which was placed on the network, over time it reached $6.69 million. So a unique product which is tokenized in the sense that non-fungible asset. It is converted into digital asset. It is converted into digital assets in a blockchain technology with unique right mechanism, which runs through smart contracts. You must have some form of understanding about smart contracts and how it works. These are essential for getting more into non-fungible assets. So you remember, this is a right showing a unique asset. So unique asset means there is only one Mona Lisa original painting all over the world. You can dupe it any number of times, but the kind of experience you are getting by holding that original painting, that experience you can buy. Yeah, not necessary. When you buy that, you are not getting physically that product. No, the original, who is the owner of that product, he can with the help of blockchain technology, he can digitize it. The ownership right can be digitized, and with the help of smart contracts, the artwork can be sold to. So what exactly a person who is buying, or over time many people will become owners of that particular original one. Only one person can at a time, only one person can be the owner. Okay, so over time he is getting many people who are paying more and more can buy it if the other person who is holding it is ready to sell it at a higher price. The original experience you can buy and hold it, and if you want to sell it, you can sell it at a higher price or at a price which you want. Then it becomes the owner of. You yourself can buy. If a particular product, internationally renowned and antique one, is digitized in this way as a non-fungible asset, even people sitting here, I can buy it. A person sitting here in Kolanjeri can buy a non-fungible asset which is showing the ownership right of this Mona Lisa painting. Even I can buy if it is converted into a non-fungible asset. Okay, yes, please. Yes. Yeah. A token, as I said, it is a representation of a fact or quality or feeling, etc., whatever it may be. It is a special kind of crypto assets. Yeah, it is unique. They can be used to authenticate the ownership of assets. Yeah. Okay, so I have spoken about the non-fungible assets or NFTs. to a larger extent, and I think these are new products, innovative products, will give you some form of thought provocation, and you may try to. I know that most of you are very much familiar with these kind of things, but my effort was to have a blend of all these to give what exactly the new age finance, right? Yes, yes, please. So the Indian scenario, I'm just giving you some points about the Indian scenario, in the sense that this scenario I am giving you. This is the last slide. I am stopping. Chandrasekhar sir, if I take some time, okay. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it
no,
was scheduled just
you
for
still
40
have,
minutes. I think
yeah. You can take another
this
10
is
minutes. You can
last.
wind up. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last one, sir. Okay. Why I did include this Indian scenario? Because just to have a comparison, this is a one-sided one. I am just giving you some statistics, some facts about the Indian scenario in the Indian scenario from the investment side. From the investment side, in the, especially personal finance, I am talking about. Yes, please. Yeah. Yes. One by one. Okay. If you take the savings happening in the country, 60% of the savings are in physical assets. So it is quite uncomparable to advanced nations, in the sense that if you take the American people, US people, nearly 70%, or more than 70%, are investing in stock market or security market. But the kind of investment made by our people, and this is finance, that is why I'm telling about this aspect of this one. Okay, but remember, you must learn more about these kind of markets, and if you park your money without knowing, without reasonably knowing the market, you will lose money. Okay, yes, next. Yeah, we'll be putting money. 18% of our savings move to insurance products. Yeah. So 6% of our, in the case of, as I said, advanced nations, it is more than 50% sometimes in many countries. So here it is happening in shares and debentures. It is just 6%. Okay, retail investors are holding 13% of stock investments in India. Okay, suppose if you think the value of shares held by the retail investors in India, like me and you, we are just holding 13% of the company ownership in the country. Then the demat accounts are very much lower. It is simply, I have written 10%, less than 10% of the bank accounts. It is meager, very meager. Less than 10 means it is not 9.5%. It is much lower than 10% if you take the demat account, wherein you could store your investments in demat form. So why did I say all some of these points as part of investment here? Because the new age finance is offering variety, and if you look for the first one, the 60% of savings in physical assets, it is a traditional one, in the sense that, so the variety, the speed, the new experience, the new kind of product, everything as part of new age financing is for experiencing the variety and the technology driven products and so on. So I think even though we can make use of many diversified products, we are not coming into. If you think about diversified finance, in the case of an Indian company, it can raise, in addition to the domestic raising, they can even raise from any country in the world through global deposit receipt or ADR, American Depository Receipt, a corporate undertaking can. So such kind of, and also you may be wondering the kind of investment you could make. You can make investment in collateralized debt obligations. You can make your investment in pay-through certificates. You can make investment in pay-through securities. There are a lot of securities, but remember, when you park the money, significant amount of knowledge how to park, where to park, and your ability to evaluate investment options is important. But remember, financial services strengthened all over the world, including India. If you don't have this service, if you don't have this talents by your own, it is very difficult. But remember, you can buy the service at very cheaper rate. That is one of the one of the aspects of new age finance. You can go for any kind of complex investments. There are financial advisors. There are robo advisors. Now, if you are doing some form of advices manually, it has a limited scope. By now, there are robo advisors. Robots would be advising. You just give your risk appetite, your return expectations, and your profile, everything, your preferences, and so on. It will give you the different options. So whatever points I discussed here is for giving some spark on your thought process. And remember, when you try to experience, you must be very careful about all these products. Okay, next slide. Okay, thank you.